In this video, I will be talking about celebrity roundups. And this week's celebrity roundup, part 5, I'll be talking about LeBron James being heckled by a fan, Mariah Carey's sister suing her for defamation of character and emotional distress, Nick Cannon being replaced by Niecy Nash because he has COVID, and Chloe Bailey getting criticized for her Instagram photos, and the rapper Silento being charged with murdering his cousin. This is A. Wesley. That ain't who tells it like a T.I. is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. As I just mentioned, LeBron James was heckled by a fan. Her name was Juliana Carlos, and her husband. And the way the story was reported was that LeBron James and her husband were going back and forth, and he was on the court, playing the basketball game in Los Angeles, and so she decided to interject, and she got on her Instagram live and said that LeBron James told her to sit down, B. And she said she told him that he was a B, and she had a big old rant, and she was saying even if it would have been one of her girlfriends that were at the game, she still would have took up for her girlfriend just like she took up for her husband. She said her husband always had a problem with LeBron James. She never had a problem with LeBron James until that incident. I just think that she thought she was going to get 15 minutes of fame, but she only got backlash, and she was upset because she got backlash, and she was saying, trying to say that LeBron James was sensitive, and he shouldn't be that sensitive because he's 33 and she's only 25. And when she said she was 25, I said, you look more like 35. I mean, with all that makeup packed on her face and everything like that. And so LeBron James came out with his side, and he said, well, yeah, he don't mind the engagement, the back and forth. He's glad the fans are coming back to the game. But he was saying the conversation was between her and her husband, and he said when she interjected, she made the conversation a little bit more worse. And he was saying that he didn't call her a B, and he didn't tell her to sit down. And so so it was like he was saying he didn't mind that the exchange, but he didn't think that they should be escorted out of the game. I have to disagree with LeBron James on that point. They should have been. I'm glad they were escorted out of the game. I'm so tired of these Karens going around trying to do any and everything to black folks and with no consequences. I'm so glad that they reprimanded them and kicked them out of the game and stuff like that. I know there's a way that you're supposed to conduct yourself at concerts and games. It's all right for you to engage and cheer for the team that you like and boo for the team that you don't like, but there also is a protocol at these events, and I think this woman just took things a little bit too far. On another note, Mariah Carey's sister is suing her, I think for $1.25 million, if I'm not mistaken. She said Mariah Carey wrote when Mariah Carey wrote her memoirs last year in her book. She said Mariah Carey defamated her character and gave her emotional abuse. And I know Mariah Carey said she had been having problems with her sister for years. She always talked about that when on interviews and stuff. So I don't think Mariah Carey's sister has a leg to stand on. I just think that she's mad that Mariah Carey outed her and stuff like that. On another note, Nick Cannon is gonna be replaced by Niecy Nash on the Masked Singer for this season. They were supposed to start production next month, but it was reported that Nick Cannon has COVID, and along with his lupus problems, I think he's going to be out for a little while because they're going to have to try to find a way to not let the coronavirus affect his lupus, and not let his lupus affect him getting treatment for the coronavirus. So yeah, he's going to be out for a little while, they say. And I probably still watch The Masked Singer just to see how Niecy Nash is going to do the hosting duties. But I'm glad somebody's going to do it. On another note, this rapper, I don't know him too well, named Silento, was charged with murdering his cousin earlier this week. They were saying, the reports were saying that him and his cousin were at some apartment complex, and outside the apartment complex, he shot his cousin, and they were saying that witnesses says that they saw cars driving away from the scene, and while the guy was, I guess, I don't know, laying down on the ground, down, I don't know, but anyway, they were saying after they investigated and they got the ring footage from different neighbors' houses. That's when they found out that the guy killed his cousin, and then they didn't actually say why he killed his cousin. They didn't give any reasons, and then about a day later, his publicist came out and said he had been suffering a lot of mental problems, and that's why he hadn't put out a rap album since 2015. And I'm like this: if you know that your client has a lot of mental problems and stuff, you need to try to get your client some help and stuff like that. Get him into therapy, have him going to therapy, taking medication or whatever. So I don't know how the situation went down, but I know the man was charged with killing his brother. That was kind of a sad story. On the last and final note, Chloe Bailey had put up some Instagram pictures a couple of weeks ago, and one of them was her doing the Busted Challenge. I really like that, and I'm glad she won the Busted Challenge. But she also put up